how you kind of went about preparing? Because if you could just let me know, like, where were you when you started the entire journey?
When I started thinking about GMAT, it was quite intimidating, to be honest, because it felt like 2 years back I knew everything, all of this. So it was difficult at that time, but honestly, with the way the course was structured, it became quite easy.
So how did you manage work with GMAT? Like, did you dedicate some time before leaving for office, after coming back from the office, sometime in between? How did you manage it all?
I used to come back say by 7:30, and then I used to give at least 1.5 hours daily, depending on my workload. Sometimes, if it was light, I used to spend more time. But for me, the main part was spending time on the weekends. That was the time when I was free. So I made sure that during that phase, I gave 3 to 4 hours of pure concentration.
How did you decide what to do in those 3 to 4 hours? Was it to do with the homework that was told to you on the previous weekend, or were you trying to incorporate some of your own strategies into it?
So majorly, I tried to do all the homework part during the weekdays only, as was suggested by you during the classes. So if we had a class on Saturday and Sunday, there was things to do on each of the days. So I did the RC classes, I think, twice or thrice. Since the recording was there, I used to go back to that and refer to that. I've already told that how the course was structured, having very detailed homework pieces, as well as having very dedicated portions of what needs to be covered. For me, during the entire part, I literally use the official guides for a very minimum portion. Most of it, I'm sure about 90% of the time that I spent was all from the documents that you had shared. That was the Bible.
Shortlisted.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
that was the Bible for me. That worked very well for me, having full faith and trust on your process. So I don't think I've shared this with you, but about 15-20 days prior to the examination, one of my relatives had come home, and we just got talking about GMAT. So he mentioned me about GMAT club, Ninja club or something. I'm not sure. And that was the first time, honestly, that I'd heard about them. At that point of time, I was, quite scared, because he told me, "Are you sure that you're ready for GMAT?" It took me 30 minutes. And after that, I realized that no, it's fine. I'll just follow the process which Manan has told. I had the confidence in you, and it's not that I know you from before, but somehow from the testimonials and during the class, I developed that confidence that I'll just follow what Manan has told and leave of what's going to happen next.
Kanishk, for someone who's basically in the same position as you, managing a hectic job with the GMAT, how do you propose somebody can bring some more structure and some kind of more discipline in their life so that they can get this out of their way? Because you are lucky that you got this done with enough time to spare for round one. I'm still getting approached by a lot of people who are planning to start from scratch on this entire process. So, like, what are your 2 cents on what will help them to get this out of their way in one fell swoop and not get distracted by multiple things out there?
For me, there were two things. One was following what is being taught at EnzoPrep, following what Manan is telling, because it invariably solved most of my problems, if not all. Because when someone who has that much of experience and who has been dealing with students who face problems very similar to what each one of us is facing, you get a very specific and helpful answer on what needs to be done.
And congratulations again on a 675. I think that will definitely get you through to the school of your choice. Have you started working on the applications already?
No, Manan, not yet. For that, I wanted to talk to you. I wanted to understand.